Hey guys, welcome to The Crew, Season 4, Episode 5. I'm Brandon.
I'm Amon Filial.
I'm Jason.
And I'm John Thompson.
John's filling in for
Our boy Aaron.
Aaron's out looking for Halloween costumes.
Yeah, one step at a time.
We got
You
a
can stay gone for a while. I enjoy doing this.
well, thank you for coming aboard. We got a packed show today.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff for you today with Caleb's Nerd Edification, some What's Happening, and some awesome man vice.
Let's start this off with the fan favorite, me. Location, location, location. Snapping the perfect Tinder profile photo is not as easy as you would think. So a couple of creative dudes thought outside the box and decided that IKEA was the ideal location for a tasteful backdrop. Whether they chose to photograph themselves reading upside down books, sketching inappropriately posed desk mannequins, are casually eating a meal over beautifully arranged plates, they surely overlooked one big detail in the photo: the price tags.
That's
Wow.
What is Tinder?
You know what Tinder is.
How would I know what Tinder is?
You know what Tinder
I'm
is.
swagged out. I don't know what Tinder is.
So they're taking pictures, they're posting them on there, and then people caught them.
Yeah, looks like they got a fake background, or well, it looks like it's a real background and everything. They're all sophisticated and nice, brand new stuff. And
I'm just saying they had to get swipes though if people were.
So that takes a little creativity, taking
Yeah.
Photoshop and stuff, and then pretending I'm sitting in a $10,000 couch or something, or a bed.
Well, technically you are sitting in a $10,000 couch. You just don't own it.
You just don't own it.
Yeah.
That's catfished. Somebody got catfished.
IKEA got catfished. All right, moving on. Maroon 5 frontman Adam Levine shaved his head bald and showcased his new hairstyle on The Voice, inspiring some new internet memes. What made matters even worse for fans watching the show was he had two different hairstyles during the episode from segments filmed prior for him going to the bald look. At various times throughout the live broadcast, Blake Shelton referred to him as Dr. Evil and Lex Luthor.
okay.
Bald head there. So you can obviously tell their shows are taped in segments
Yeah.
and different times, and they put stuff together.
That just ruined it for me. I thought all TV was live, not pre-recorded all the time. I just feel like
It
well, it
shows
just took away my childhood.
They could tape it and put it together.
a lot of post-production.
I mean, this is live, right? Always?
And there'll be some post-production on this, but it shows
No,
the
we're
amount of
perfect.
effort put into the show.
He kind of did look like Lex Luthor, though.
You really did.
Bald head.
Yeah.
He
I always,
use some
I always think
cocoa
of Mr.
butter on
Clean.
it.
I know, right?
The Mr. Clean guy, the mop or whatever. It's bald head shining.
You know what else is shining? Microsoft.
Well,
Microsoft has announced their new and improved Surface Pro 4. Not only is it thinner and slightly larger, but its biggest upgrade lies in its new processor, offering improved performance and battery life. Microsoft claims that it's 30% faster than the previous Surface Pro 3 and 50% faster than Apple's MacBook Air. It has a front-facing 5-megapixel camera that can log you into Windows 10 using facial recognition and 8-megapixel rear camera. The redesigned type cover keyboard, an additional $130, will look and feel more like a standard laptop keyboard, and the new glass touchpad will be 40% larger, 5-point multi-touch capabilities. Lastly, the Surface Pro 4 will come with a stylus that is tightly integrated with the Windows 10 and is claimed to have a 1 year of battery life. It has 1,024 levels of pressure sensitivity, precise accuracy and speed, and even has interchangeable pen tips for different types of applications.
wow.
It's super dope.
They're saying 50% faster than the Apple MacBook
Yes.
Pro.
Yes.
That's fast. And
And-
that device is only about that.
I mean, the Surface Pro 3 is already fast. And then, I don't know if you guys have seen the Microsoft commercials, but it literally has someone, composing music. And I don't know if any of you guys are musicians besides myself, but, I know you were. You were a drum major, Arnold's first drum major. We have royalty in the house. What up? Hey.
And you played the
Tuba
Tuba
and
at Bay High?
saxophone. Yeah.
$1 Million Band.
Yep.
That's awesome.
What's up, Nick? But, so...
Just a guitar.
But you can compose music on the actual, you can actually draw it out. It's really it's amazing. It's very sensitive, and they have people doing sketches and drawings and all that type of stuff.
I think they're doing good. They're going the right way because everyone obviously is going to the tablet worlds, and people are still on the PC base, and this is going to have Windows 10 So it's going back to the Windows 10 I've been using for a little bit. It's goodbye Windows 8. Thank God. It's
Yeah,
gone.
it was horrible.
Going back to the
I've
old
had
Windows.
Windows 10 on my laptop for a while now. I like it.
Yeah, it's
it's
really
much
nice.
better,
It's
easy to
very
use.
user friendly.
Easy to use, and then this thing's going to have an 8 megapixel camera on the
What
back.
is,
Facial
face-
recognition, though.
Yeah, what is
Facial recognition, because you know how like phones has a thumbprint. Now it's getting more advanced. So Samsung claims that the S7 and their next line of phones are going to have the eye recognition, because there's your thumbprint, and your eye is the most like
I've seen
distinguishing thing about yourself.
Doesn't
So
Sounds like
Facebook
there's
have
going to
that
be a
too?
lot of broken computers out there.
Well,
what do you mean a lot of broken computers?
People faces,
Faces
man.
be
That's a problem.
Facial
Oh,
recognition.
man.
well, it's interesting because you're using facial recognition, so there has to be a database, and I guess find spots, or I don't know the forensics of it, but you know your cheekbone, your nose, and it matches up. I mean, if you think about it, Facebook and stuff like that do it already.
Facebook's
Yeah.
been doing it, which
Yeah.
is kind
You
of
put
scary.
your you
The
put your
tag.
pictures on there, and
Yeah.
it recognizes your friend. You're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
How did it know it was my friend? You know.
It's creepy.
I
It's
noticed that a while back, but
So now it's going to put it into the.
right.
That's kind of cool.
Speaking of faces, face down dummy Halloween prank leads to repeat pranks from 911 calls. Detroit woman Lathria Haddon says police show up on Tuesday, the first day she put the dummy out. Officer Jennifer Marino tells Detroit News that officers arrived again on Wednesday and on Thursday. Haddon says she puts the dummy face down in her yard in different locations every morning and watches the reaction from bypassers as she sips her coffee. Some have even attempted CPR, which she finds hilarious once they find out it's a big dummy. Officer Williams said, while the dummy is not illegal, they would appreciate if it didn't look so real. And if we get a call, they're gonna come to respond and can't take the chances if it's a fake body or not or whatever. So. Haddon says they'll do it every year, and they are not trying to offend anyone, just trying to bring laughter to Detroit.
Wow. Let's go back to one of the pictures of the body laying with her sitting down. Look how big this thing is. If you're walking down the street and driving by, that looks like a real body.
I would
It doesn't-
honestly just like to say I know where that neighborhood is.
I
I
mean,
mean, some things aren't a joke.
look how big.
That could be a dangerous neighborhood. That-
No,
that-
that is Southfield, and that is very dangerous.
Yeah.
That is like, hey, I'm going to shoot you for the pie that you brought to my.
I mean, that does look real. If you drive by in the car and you saw that laying face down
that
in the
John
grass,
Yeah, they asking for trouble. Now the police come knocking at their door and
In her
raid the house.
defense, the police is not going to come to that neighborhood.
Well, the police clearly showed up there and the paramedics.
yeah.
Oh,
It may be 2
that's
hours
probably the-
later, but at least they showed
I would
up.
say
Yeah, true.
probably put some kind of Halloween decorations near it or
Right.
something.
It's
This is a
October,
prank
though.
or
Well,
something.
this is because she's obviously on her.
Can we just talk about how nice her lawn is compared to the other lawns? That's the thing that tripped me up. I don't know if that's sad or not.
You looking at the grass? You looking at the body?
Looking at the mannequin, that's like 200 pounds laying face down. I don't know. If I
Round
drove by, I
Did you see the
might.
calves on that thing?
The calves on the man.
You said, what were we going to do if you drove by?
I mean,
Brandon?
if you
I wanna
drove
see
by,
how long you would last in
if you
Detroit.
drove by a house here in the neighbor, like local, in one of your neighborhoods,
Just keep driving.
would you
didn't see
call?
nothing. Nope,
No,
I'm not a
because
snitch.
Panama City isn't crime infested. Detroit, they have a high murder rate. Panama City has a very low murder rate. So
Yeah, but if you
Well-
saw something laying on the ground, you wouldn't call 911 or something.
It depends on where I am, and like if they can see my license plate.
Well,
Snitches get stitches.
on that news, let's go ahead and hit a break here, and we'll be coming up to nerd edification.
Gulf Coast State College is the right place for you. Let us help you fulfill your personal potential. Gulf Coast State College, your community, your college. Gulf Coast State College is the right place for you. Let us help you fulfill your personal potential. Gulf Coast State College, your community, your college.
I've always had an interest in the Gulf and our bays, but I didn't know how to turn that into a lifelong career.
When Chris took my class, I knew he was destined to become an incredible biologist. He wanted to work locally, but didn't know what his options were.
Dr. Fitzhugh took a personal interest in me. She encouraged me to volunteer at the NOAA Fisheries Lab. I knew immediately that this was the right fit for me. That's why I love Gulf Coast.
Date with Gulf Coast State College just got easier with the new mobile app. It's a quick and convenient way to view college events and upcoming dates, your class schedule and grades, important announcements in social media, and the interactive map for all of our campuses. You can even chat live with a librarian and get help with a research project. The free mobile app is available for Apple and Android devices. Simply scan the code or search for Gulf Coast State College on the App Store or Play Store and download it today.
Hello, I'm Caleb, and this is Nerd Edification, where I tell you about the best nerdy news of the week. So in this generation of reboots, here's one you may have not seen coming. Yet another old television show is being dusted off and given new life. CBS announced that they're rebooting MacGyver with Furious 7 director James Wan, slated to direct the pilot. According to CBS via EW, the new MacGyver will be a revised concept rather than any sort of continuation of the existing show. A reimagining of the television series of the same name following a 20-something MacGyver as he gets recruited into a clandestine organization where he uses his knack for solving problems in unconventional ways to help prevent disasters from happening. CBS has had quite a bit of success with other reboots, such as Hawaii Five-0, which was given a 6th season earlier this year, and a number of other shows such as X-Files and the Twin Peaks will also be returning to the airwaves this coming month. To make a lot of sense, they're already sort of aware of the brand and franchise, and it's something that's easier to push through than an original property. So, just like Attack on Titan, the popular anime series Sword Art Online is getting a movie adaptation. A1 Pictures revealed at the end, please forgive me if I horribly butcher these names, but I'm not Japanese, Dengeki Bunko Autumn Festival last weekend. According to the Sword Art announcement, the film will tell a completely new story written by series creator Reki Kawahara. Tomoaki Ito is signed on to direct the character and design. Shingo Adachi will be returning as well. Additional details will be revealed in the next issue of Dengeki Bunko magazine, which releases on October 10th. They are already trying to squeeze in all they can out of this franchise. The apocalypse is nigh. Microsoft has revealed Rise of the Tomb Raider, which will have microtransactions, and also give some insight into what DLC we should expect from the Season Pass. On the microtransaction front, the publisher explained these will take the form of game-modifying items called expedition cards. Outside of the main campaign, you'll be able to use these to access better armor and perks or aesthetic differences. Big Head mode was cited as an example of the latter, while the ability to bandage yourself without using up resources was another. While in-game credits can be earned to buy these, the quicker way is to buy them with real cash. As for the contents of the leaked $30 season pass, the post gives names of what you'll be getting, along with a brief description of each item. Endurance mode which will have you survive the extreme conditions of endurance mode. Baba Yaga, the Temple of the Witch, explore a new tomb that houses an ancient terror, and the Cold of Darkness awaken combat waves of infected predators. In-game content will also have a steady stream of outfits, weapons, and expedition cards that will be available at launch and continuing for more than 4 months. So this one's a little weird. Sega Europe and Sega of America are pleased to announce the Sonic Lost World will be available for PC as a digital download from November 2nd, with a fantastic pre-order incentive going live from the day it launches. Users who pre-order Sonic Lost World from participating digital retailers will receive Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed absolutely free. So you offer the better game for free? I guess that's one way to sell it. If you want to see more in-depth news, go check out the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio 1480 AM, where we record live on Friday at 1 p.m. And if you miss it, I upload it every Saturday afternoon on YouTube, where I go by the username Strangely Entertaining. It would also mean a lot to me if you would follow me on Twitter and go check out our Facebook page. Just look up the Nerd Edification Hour. That's it for this week. Until next time, stay fancy.
Hi, this is Drawing 2. I'm Tammy Maranuzzi, and in the class we do a variety of different things. We start off doing still lifes with different color Conte crayons, chalks, oil pastels, and then we move to the figure and we do 6 weeks of studying figure drawing. We are doing a project right now where the students are asked to identify with an animal or find their spirit animal and do drawings based on that. And that can be using any material such as chalk, magic markers, watercolors. They're just really trying to experiment with different conceptual ideas as well as different art materials.
Hi, I'm Olivia Clemens. I'm an art major. We've been working on our spirit animals, and it's supposed to portray our personalities. And I picked a lion, and I think lions are very graceful and mysterious, and I felt like the oil pastel would be a good medium for this because it's very bright and vivid, and you have the warm color palette that really contrasts between the green of the eyes and the golds of the fur. And I think I'm a very bright, bubbly person, and so I think the colors really help depict that.
So what I'd like them to learn is a few different methods. Everybody comes into the class on different levels, so I want people to learn different methods like perspective drawing, contour drawing, different ways, different types of drawing, and then I want them to walk away with a voice at the end of the class, like trying to think about things conceptually, so not only the material, but how does the material affect how people look at it. So not only am I asking to learn skills or methods, I'm also asking them to think about how those methods and different materials come across to the viewer.
I dropped out of high school when I was 16, so I never thought graduating from college was possible. But then I met John in the supermarket checkout line.
You never know when you'll get the chance to encourage someone. Dana is building a better future for herself, and that's something all of our students deserve.
That chance encounter changed my life. I've earned my degree. Now I have a career in teaching. That's why I love Gulf Coast.
Gulf Coast State College is the right place for you. Let us help you fulfill your personal potential. Gulf Coast State College, your community, your college.
date with Gulf Coast State College just got easier with the new mobile app. It's a quick and convenient way to view college events and upcoming dates, your class schedule and grades, important announcements in social media, and the interactive map for all of our campuses. You can even chat live with a librarian and get help with a research project. The free mobile app is available for Apple and Android devices. Simply scan the code or search for Gulf Coast State College on the App Store or Play Store and download it today.
3, 2.
Hey guys, welcome back from the break. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a really cool segment by our boy Caleb.
I'm excited about the
MacGyver. Are you kidding?
Dude, that's going to be awesome.
Imagine the brand new duct tape they're going to have on that show.
I know, right?
Insane clandestine type events, so it's probably not going to be like using the MacGyver knife and blowing stuff up, but...
Get out of certain situations, though, with a toothpick and aluminum foil. And
who's going to play the new MacGyver?
MacGyver... X-Files is where it's at, man. X-Files? What are y'all talking about?
We're talking about the thing that was relevant to Caleb's segment. That's what
he was talking about X-Files, too.
Yeah, talking about X-Files.
He mentioned X-Files. That was the most important part to me.
I was super excited for the Sonic thing.
Well, Tomb Raider myself.
I mean...
Tomb Raider?
You just like Lara Croft because of her outfit.
I like Lara Croft because she's talented.
Mulder and Scully. That's where it's at.
Yeah. Well,
it kind of got weird at the end, but... Well, it was weird throughout, but the writing got horrible at the end when they introduced the Terminator as one of the characters.
Terminator? Does he know how to whisper? Because guess what?
Yeah, we got a whisper challenge coming up to you after this more volleyball. Hey guys.
Welcome to the Whisper.
Your two favorite members of the crew here, Amon and Jason.
That's right. We are here to do a segment called Whisper Challenge.
Yeah, see what happens is my homie Jay over here, homie Jay stands for Jason, he puts on these headphones and I have some music and I'm going to blare it and then he's going to have to see what I said, but I'm not going to say anything he knows, so see how this goes.
Read my lips.
You have to read my lips.
Oh yeah,
I don't have to read your lips.
Yeah.
We'll read each other's lips.
Yeah.
We'll be cute.
Mm-hmm.
Kids at home.
Who?
What?
What?
So let's get started.
What had happened was... Okay.
Start it. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
All right.
Turn in
We're going to do 5 different phrases?
Yeah.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Sorry if I got blah.
Can you hear me? Okay, I'll take that as a no. So, homemade apple pie.
I got nothing.
Homemade apple pie.
Homemade apple pie. Yeah!
Okay. I am not the father.
I love my mother, father.
I am not the father.
I'm not the father. Was you on Maury Povich show or something?
Disney movies make me sad and happy.
Watermelon.
Disney movies make me sad and happy.
The movie said... Bust the move?
The movies make me sad and happy.
The movie's Daddy's Baby Napolopolis. No.
Okay, 2 more. I love Ben E. King.
I love Bennigan's.
I love Ben E. King.
I love pennies.
I love Ben E. King.
I love backlash.
Okay, last one.
Last one. Yes!
Woo! Okay, sure. There you go. Good job. Good job. That counts.
All right. I see that. All right, last one. All right. That's hard when you got some good music going on.
I know, right? That's what makes it hard. Like,
start jamming out.
I said I love Benny King, by the way.
Oh. So I was kind of close.
Yeah.
Bennigan's?
No,
Man, no.
it wasn't Bennigan's at all.
But I saw your lips going, I bet I been that. So Benny King.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was round 1 with J.K. Kennedy, hero. So what was that? Was that 3 out of 5 you got?
Yeah, if you want to count the last one. So.
Yeah, I mean, that technically counts in all fairness. So I got to beat 3 out of 5, or hopefully I'll get 3, so that way we can go in a tiebreaker round.
All right.
Hopefully, but I'm probably not. I have horrible hearing. Can't be doing all that stuff.
I'm trying to get my lips
I made it simple as possible.
moving. Move my lips. Read
So
my
you
lips.
point at me when you want to start. I'm gonna.
Okay, and after I do that, it'll be the first one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. 1. I want to be a rock star.
I want to be your wife.
I want to be a rock star.
I want to be a grasshopper.
I want to be a rock star.
I want to be your last song.
Okay. I like popcorn.
I like popcorn.
Yeah. Good job. Riding a skateboard.
Can you repeat that?
Riding a skateboard.
Right now I'm horny.
Riding a skateboard.
I want a smoothie.
Riding a skateboard.
When are we going to Applebee's?
All right. Third one. Or is that third or fourth? I don't know. Third one. Whatever. Parachuting from a plane.
Parachuting from a plane.
Wow!
Was that right?
Yes. Going to the beach.
Orange sherbet ice cream.
Not even close. Going to the beach.
No one can find me in the darkness.
Was that close? No. Going to the beach.
No one can pinch me.
Next one.
Last one.
No. Next one.
Last one.
No. Exit stage right.
I like grapes. Was that right?
No. Exit stage right.
I don't like racists.
Exit stage right.
I wish I had racists.
No. I think that's we got. What do we do more here? Let's see. How many did you get? What do we got
What?
to tally up?
Are we still going?
Are we still going? We can. I build robots.
You build robots?
All right.
Was that right?
Good. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we're good here. So, how'd you feel about that?
Is that a tiebreaker, or
I think you did pretty good on that.
Thank you.
I think you beat me on that.
There were some things I had no idea what you were saying.
Right.
Like, what was the one where it was like, I feel like a certain way?
I ride skateboards.
Oh.
I can't believe you got parachuting out of a plane. Like, parachute out of a plane, boom, jammed it right out.
I don't know, man. It's just like, sometimes I like hear, it seems like something's harder to hear, I pick it up better.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird.
Right.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We need to get some more people involved in that.
I'm never doing that again.
Y'all never invite me to participate in none of these challenges.
You're never here.
The baking soda challenge.
You weren't here.
The whisper challenge.
You weren't here.
The shocker ball challenge.
Ooh,
You weren't here for that either. Are you going to be here for the Bean Boozle Ball challenge?
Bean Boozle Ball.
Bean Boozle Ball coming up after
Jelly
Halloween.
bean something, like tasting bad stuff and making reactions.
No, I do not volunteer for that.
See, this is why you don't do anything. Nah.
I do the fun stuff.
How's that not fun? Super fun.
Well,
We'll get him in the shock ball challenge, shock ball round 2 challenge.
Yeah.
We'll see how you do.
And I make the rules for the game.
Yeah. Or you can be there when I box Brad.
Yeah.
yeah, that's going to be
He agreed to that.
news. Speaking
Brad
of breaking
Warnick.
news.
We're going to go to break, but when we come back, we got some big shocking news out of the state of Florida.
Yeah.
Go Gators.
He almost said it.
Digital media is that field that it's hard to narrow it down to say this is the definition of it, because it's everything that we deal with when it comes to media and technology. If it's media, if it's graphics, if it's visuals, animation, and it's related to computers or the technology or the interfaces that we deal with, it becomes digital media. Those are all classified as what digital media is. So in the technology-driven world that we live in today, everything that we deal with is digital media in some form. It's one of the programs where in the world that we live in, it's all around you, whether it be the packaging on products or the websites that you look at or your phone or what you listen to on the radio or you watch on TV. This is a program that has a very diverse field, so it's not just one specialty. You're getting experience in a lot of different fields, and then you can choose if you want to specialize or if you still want to keep that very broad horizon to it. We've got a lot of certificate programs underneath it, and then it has the bachelor's degree. It's also the program on campus that has its own television station, and it has the radio station that goes along with it. We have student-run programming that goes out on the cable networks, and we have the radio station where we have student-run programs as well. We really focus on what is industry doing right now, what are people that are going to be hiring these students doing, so that's what we're implementing within the classroom. The students are learning the skills and the techniques, the programs that they're going to do once they go get a job. They're using the things that when they put it down on a resume, employers are going to say, that's what I'm looking for, whether it be from programming languages that are being used to the computer technology that's being used. The goal is to teach them the skills necessary to help them find a job after they graduate. This is a field that really allows you to constantly stimulate your brain and keep learning and gathering more information. The technology is constantly evolving, so this isn't a program that once you learn something, that's all there is to it. Because once you learn something in a year, the technology's changed, the program has changed, so you're always having to learn. This is one of those programs for students that love to learn, because you are going to constantly be learning once you go out into the workforce. Learning doesn't stop. We try to make sure that we're on the cutting edge. If it's something new that's coming out, we want to be right there learning it as soon as it gets implemented. And so then we can bring it back to the students and we can start to implement it into the curriculum and into the courses. It's one thing to learn about it in a book, but it's totally different when you're putting your hands on it and you're creating something, and it's, you know, your own thoughts and ideas coming to life in front of you. It's not just sitting in a classroom all the time. You're getting out in the community, in the workforce, getting that experience before you even graduate.
Gulf Coast State College is the right place for you. Let us help you fulfill your personal potential. Gulf Coast State College, your community, your college.
All right, guys, welcome back.
Hey.
Like we said before we went to break, we have some big news out of the state of Florida.
We do.
The Florida Gators quarterback, Will Grier, has been suspended for the year for violating NCAA rules announced by Coach Jim McCloughan. Grier tested positive for a performance-enhancing substance that was found in an over-the-counter supplement. McCloughan said that the positive test carries an automatic suspension for one calendar year from the NCAA, which means Grier would not be eligible to return until Florida's 7th game of the 2016 season. McCloughan said that the school will appeal the suspension. Grier said, "I took an over-the-counter supplement that has something in it. I did not check with the medical staff before taking it. I hope people can learn from my mistake. I'm really sorry to everyone." McCloughan expressed his remorse for Grier's situation, but he reiterated how important it is for student athletes to be careful about taking any sort of supplement not supplied by the team. This mistake could have been prevented if by checking with our medical staff, says McCloughan. Grier has been has become the first Gator quarterback since 2009 to pass more than 200 yards in the 3 consecutive games. Greer's completion percentage, passing yards per game, and TD to interception ratio is also the best by a Gator since 2009. His completion percentage is 65.8 and scramble yards 154, ranked first in the SEC. Treon Harris will take over as quarterback. Man, that's horrible for them.
This is big news because yesterday when all
Can we
this
just talk about the way he read that for a second? That was beautiful. I feel bad for him.
Yeah,
now.
I felt the sympathy.
Like I
felt a lot of remorse.
I did. Like I mean, you know.
Here's the thing.
Just terrible.
It was reported by some agency back in August when they put
Snitches,
out,
man.
No, someone when the teams put out their weights and stuff noticed that he put over 40 pounds of weight over during the summer.
That's not suspicious
So that
at
was
all.
that was kind of suspicious. So obviously he was taking something. It sounds like to put weight on to
And it
build
wasn't
his muscle.
fast food.
But the things are so strict, and I kind of feel bad and I kind of don't because they know when they sign up everything, even taking cough medicine, they tell you if they're sick and they want to take some cold medicine, they've got to check with the staff because there's chemicals and stuff in there or medicines in there that might be banned by the NCAA.
And he's the best quarterback they've had since Tim Tebow.
And they were doing
real,
good. They were 6-0.
Yeah,
they're
they're
doing well.
They're
Word.
climbing up. I mean, their only real competition was LSU. Now they're gonna get.
Well, they play
What is
LSU.
it?
They play,
Fortunato is a beast, though.
Leonardo. Yeah.
He's a beast.
yeah, and they play LSU this weekend coming up. So this is and it's on the road in LSU.
You're gonna need the whole team's gonna be Tebow and trying to get some wins or some points in that game.
So it's kind of tough. I mean, we don't know what he was taking. They didn't say what it was. But
Sucks
he
to
was,
suck.
I mean, if it could have been something that was just like protein shake or something, whatever, and it's
It wasn't a protein shake, obviously.
It was an over-the-counter supplement. That's what he said.
You can make stuff over the counter. I'm just saying. I'm not condoning that. I'm just saying it could have been one of the things that he used to make something else over the counter.
I mean, he was visually upset in the press conference because he spoke, and then the coach came up and hugged him, whatever. But
he tapped him out. So yeah.
But I mean, it's sad because one mistake or one thing that he was doing, it wasn't harmful that he thought was, but now he can't play football for until 1 year, until fall of next season. 6 games you got to set out. That's rough.
You know, as a football fan, I'm sad, but I'm so happy as a Noles fan.
Well, Treon Harris, the next quarterback.
Have you seen him?
He played a couple of games and then started and then got suspended. He had some problems and then now he's back. So it's going to be interesting to see how their offense works. They got a killer defense. I mean, their defense is probably.
I mean, they're so talented they block themselves.
He's a monster.
Literally, they're literally so talented they block themselves. Like they're the only people who can stop themselves.
That's on the offensive side, but their defense.
That was on the defense.
Are you sure?
Yes.
They tackled each other. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the defense.
Well, we'll find out because their biggest test is LSU this weekend, and then.
They're gonna lose. They can't stop LSU in Death Valley. No.
And with Georgia losing to Tennessee, the Gators kind of controlled their own destiny in the SEC East. But now they're losing their premier quarterback. This might hurt them. You know. This
Want to
guy's
see
been
more
stopped.
about all this sports talk? They can check out Primetime Sports.
Here's right here on Gulf Coast TV.
Yeah.
Which they talk about baseball.
Yeah.
And some college, and there was some pro football last night too. You guys will talk about, I bet.
Yeah.
Last minute play.
Oh my God.
Or last few seconds.
Yeah, and they got cheated on the clock too.
All the way down to the goal line, and it was a game of inches last night because it came down to like a football.
Yeah, that was a football game. That was some good American Monday night football.
Getting into it kind of a little bit, but
go Steelers.
The ref that made the call was the first female ref of the NFL. She made the touchdown call, and they reviewed it obviously because it was an automatic review. But she called a touchdown, and it was a touchdown.
Yeah.
By literally maybe a game of 6 inches or less.
She must have been so proud.
That was pretty cool to see the female ref make her call.
Yeah. Female coach for Atlanta Falcons is a beast too. Let's talk about their winning record and just gender stereotypes, man. They're stupid. Wow. Anyway, baseball.
All right, moving on. Joe Torre, Major League Baseball Chief Operations Officer, has suspended Chase Utley of the Dodgers for Game 3 and 4 of the Mets-Dodgers series, stating that Utley was guilty of an illegal slide into Ruben Tejada with warranted discipline. This guy, Utley's slid may have not been intentional, but it was an illegal slide that ended with Tejada being carried off the field with a broken right leg on Saturday. Rule 509A13 is designed to protect fielders from precisely this type of rolling block that occurs away from the base, said Torre. Utley's agent Joe Wolf said Sunday night that Utley intended to appeal the suspension, terming it outrageous and completely unwarranted. The appeal gives Utley the right to keep playing until it is resolved, but it's possible Major League Baseball will move to have the appeal heard sooner than later. If the suspension is upheld by John McHale Jr. Utley, a longtime Philadelphia Phillies star who joined the Dodgers earlier this season, will not appear on the field in the New York during the current series unless the series extends into the fifth and final game that he will be allowed back in uniform. Did you guys see the video?
I did.
It's tough.
I couldn't tell how he was coming in, but when he did finally make contact with him, and the dude flips way up in the air.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but it's also there to protect people. And it was, I mean, he went in there hard. You know,
it sounds like it was intentional. If he broke somebody's leg, you had to slide in there with a lot of force.
Well, I mean, I think he was just trying to get there. I don't think he was trying to intentionally break someone's leg. He doesn't have a history of being a rough or violent player.
And if I remember, that rule was kind of updated or enacted more after Posey, San Francisco Giants. You know, the catcher went to tag a guy at home, but actually broke his leg. He was a Florida State grad. You know, and so they were trying to protect, you know, blocking the home plate side, you know, going into the base.
Because they don't have any pads. It's the only sport without, all you get is a helmet. So.
I mean, because they were.
Pads. I've seen people running
full
third
sprint
base for home, and the
full sprint
catcher is like hovering over the base. You want to get ran over.
And what they do is they were aiming to hit the catcher and knock the ball out. You know, as soon as he catches it, and if you hit him so hard, the ball comes flying out. Well, that's dangerous. I mean, you guys running full sprint, it's got pads and a gear on, and you know, leg pad. You know,
but he missed the bag by 3 feet. That's kind of ridiculous, don't you think?
Yeah, well, he's got a suspension.
Yeah, it was 3 feet to the right. Yeah.
To the right. That was you gotta watch the video. It's all over the internet and stuff. Major League Baseball has a copy of it up.
He's supposed to be accurate if he's sliding in. I mean, how
professional
can you be 3 feet off sliding in? That's ridiculous. He broke somebody's leg.
Yeah.
That man has to sit out
for a long time.
Well, I wouldn't be that disappointed because I'm sure he's still getting paid. But you know, he loves his sport. That's why
you're trying to get to the World Series and you're taken out by an intentional act. It looks like.
Absolutely.
But you know who else needs to be taken out? Kanye West. Kanye West took a break from his 2020 presidential campaign to pursue another dream, becoming the next American Idol. Yes, if he wasn't famous enough. West made headlines when he announced his intent to run for president of the United States in 2020 election at the 2015 MTV VMAs. On Sunday, the 38-year-old rapper surprised the American Idol judges by showing up to the show's San Francisco audition to perform. West's wife, Kim Kardashian, cheered him on and shared a photo of him smiling during auditions and the shocker and amused faces of the American Idol judges. West performed his 2005 hit Gold Digger and impressed the judges enough to receive a golden ticket, which secured the rapper into the next round. The official American Idol Instagram account posted a video of West after his audition along with the caption, "He's going to Hollywood."
So he's going to Hollywood probably on his own private jet.
Yeah.
I kind of disagree with it because that show is there to take people that don't have the fame and the money and the talent and stuff. You know, it's to showcase other people.
Well, I'm sure
he's not going to run for president.
He's not he's just building up his resume. He's still running for president. He's building up his resume.
He's just doing that as a publicity stunt. And, I mean, singing Gold Digger with the #1 Gold Digger by your side, I mean, that just adds to the publicity that he's going to get.
I do. I mean, like, at this point, still rather have Kanye than Donald Trump.
I like you.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I just think, I don't know if it's a publicity stunt or if he's just trying to grab attention.
Well, he was sincere when he told everyone, like, this is my dream because I've always wanted to be an American Idol, but the tabloids made me a monster. I think when you, like, rip that award from Taylor Swift, that kind of made you a monster, but they're cool now. But then,
I disagree.
Well,
I think he's very passionate about, you know, that's why his ego is so big and that's why he gets up there. Like, he was drunk whenever he got on stage.
He was drunk and high.
Yeah, whenever he got on stage. And I think whenever he made his presidential announcement, he was something.
Yeah.
So, but he's also very passionate. Like whenever he did that thing with Katrina.
Yeah.
And he said that Bush dislikes
certain people.
Certain people.
Of ethnicity backgrounds.
Yeah. You know, he's a very passionate guy. I commend him for that.
I mean, it's like there was some truth There was some truths in his speech. But you know what else has some truths, Jason?
Volvo does. I'm telling you what, the future of self-driving cars may not be as far off as we think. Volvo has released a video showcasing the autopilot featuring their self-driving Volvo, the XC90.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. To begin, you must program the end destination in the navigation system and begin to drive. As soon as the car recognizes that it's on the freeway, portion of the route it offers to take over. To activate autopilot, simply click the paddle shifters located behind the steering wheel. The Volvo monitors a 360-degree view of the road and reacts accordingly to other cars or obstacles. It will alert you if it needs you to regain control, and if you don't, it will automatically bring itself to a safe but swift stop in the lane. 100 of these cars will hit the roads in Sweden in 2017, but the demo certainly shows that a self-driving car are not as scary as the foreign as some may think.
I still think it's pretty scary if you stop a car in the middle of a freeway going 70 miles an hour.
But if everybody had one, they would all stop.
And then there'd be like a huge, okay.
But it's kind of like the Google. I mean, Google's got its car coming. Google has their car coming out. Where
Apple has their car.
And now
it's kind of
scary. Did you see the? I mean, it looks like a decent car.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they make great products, great interiors and stuff. But to me, it's a computer, and if not all the other cars on the road are on computers,
it's right. It's definitely programmed, and programs are.
Or what if somebody hacks the computer and puts in bad code and it goes to a stop sign?
I mean, that's one way to get a date.
There's a safety feature. I mean, you're still in the operation of the car. You're still behind the wheel. You're still in the operation of the car. You're still responsible for the car. So if it starts to malfunction in any way, shape, or form, I mean, you're right there behind. It's not like you're in the back seat. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. So basically, the autopilot's just to put in, hey, go to point B.
And it's mostly from what I understand, it's mostly from the being on the highway when you're commuting a long section.
Yeah, I saw something on one of the tech shows the other day that in America, the thought process is to take 18-wheelers and truckers that move large goods and services across the country to put it there first, so that truck drivers can only be on the road for a certain amount of hours at a time.
Absolutely
and sleep.
Right.
Well, if you put an automated system in and it drives 800 miles and then stops and gets gas, it gets a little, or whatever, how far they go.
Diesel engines. Going to put truck drivers out of business.
Well, they're talking about possibly building like certain highways just for the transportation part. So you wouldn't put
deforestation.
Truck drivers build America.
Well, it's moving goods across. So it'd be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still a little skeptical about a vehicle autonomously driving.
Absolutely. I mean,
guys, we gotta go to break
already.
Yeah.
Can we do it in auto?
So after the break, we're going to have our favorite part of the show.
Tea time?
John, what's our favorite part of the show?
Come on, John, show them guns.
It's the favorite part of the show is coming up after the break. It's called Man Advice.
Man Advice.
Oh, man.
Stay tuned.
The best advice to give.
Dear Lord.
To date with Gulf Coast State College just got easier with the new mobile app. It's a quick and convenient way to view college events and upcoming dates, your class schedule and grades, important announcements in social media, and the interactive map for all of our campuses. You can even chat live with a librarian and get help with a research project. The free mobile app is available for Apple and Android devices. Simply scan the code or search for Gulf Coast State College on the App Store or Play Store and download it today.
Living on the streets since I was 15, I never thought I could or would go to college. But I found hope at Gulf Coast.
Helping to make the impossible possible is what we do at Gulf Coast State College. Rebecca is living her dream.
I've been given the ability to do what I love, taking care of people. Without the college, I wouldn't be where I am today. That's why I love Gulf Coast.
Gulf Coast State College is the right place for you. Let us help you fulfill your personal potential. Gulf Coast State College, your community, your college.
Hey guys, welcome back to the crew. We're going to kick it off.
This is our favorite part of the show.
Yeah, it's what we live for. Man advice. I'm going to kick it off. Dear the crew, I cannot seem to find a girlfriend. Girls say that they want nice guys, and they tell me I'm a nice guy, but then they do not want to go out with me and say I'm just a friend. Daniel.
They say
I'm just a friend.
Baby, you.
Oh, baby, you.
That song will fix all your problems.
Yeah.
You need to come hang out with John Thompson, and I can help you find a girlfriend. Set you up a Tinder profile in IKEA. You good to go.
Just take the price tags off. You'll be all right.
Photoshop them in there.
That's a reoccurring problem in life sometimes.
So if a girl's telling you just want to be a friend, that's kind of a sign to move on.
Just move on, man. Don't sit there and
Don't beat the bush.
Most importantly, don't be her friend, because then she wins.
What?
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Dr. Philly,
Buy her
okay?
some flowers and tell her you appreciate her friendship. And then
You stay friends with her, but then move on. Go find
move
somebody.
on.
I mean,
you know,
there's
she's not the
no
one
fish.
because she rejected you. And when you get a new girlfriend, bring her around her and show her how nice you treat her and make her jealous.
Buy her a Rolex.
Buy her a Rolex.
I can buy her a Rolex.
Some people are not as wealthy as you and mine. So.
I'm just saying, like, get a diamond encrusted Rolex with her initial in it. Just stunt, you know. Buy
Just be
yourself a
friends
jet.
and move on to someone else.
Yeah,
That's what I
absolutely.
say.
Don't sit there and hang on. To
Make a
it. You're just gonna
mixtape.
waste your time.
Because you never know if she could be calling you or trying to get a hold of you after you're gone.
They always come back. Keep your head up, brother.
All right.
Keep your head up.
All right. Moving on. Dear the crew, my job won't let me take time off to go visit my family. Should I quit my job and start looking for a new one? Yes or no? Jeff.
Jeff, family first. I mean,
Family first.
like,
Depending on how much he makes at this job.
obviously not if they won't let him take off to see his family.
It also depends on like when you're trying to take off. You know, the sooner you let your employment know, the better chances you have of getting off. But if you need like Saturday off and it's Monday.
But we've worked at some places, have we not, that like getting time off is near impossible.
Yeah, but he's asking, he wants time off to go see family. If it's a family emergency, obviously, yes, some places work. Most places work with you. If you don't say you're going, like I'm going to a football game. With
Volleyball
passes.
game.
Yeah. If you don't say you have press passes, go to a football game, odds are you'll be able to get off.
Yeah, but if you're going to family and it's a wedding or something or a family get together, it's a month out.
Yeah.
Just be honest, be straight, and try not to beat around the bush. And
if you have like a death in a family that's somewhere far away, then that is like your priority.
Obvious there, yeah.
You want to have closure. You don't want to keep thinking what if, and then you might get a better job soon, and then just be like, all that be for naught. So.
But your job is your job, and you need to be responsible for it.
Take credit for what you do.
Yeah, and if you're going to visit the family like every other week, that's not good either.
They don't want to see you that much.
Yeah.
And if you always have family in town, that's not an excuse to get out of work if you always have family in town,
And then write us next week why they don't want to see you.
Yeah. So.
Moving on. Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers? Yes, it is. You should never eat animal crackers. Wow. How dare you eat animal crackers and you're a vegetarian?
Sally's eating animal crackers and she's a vegetarian.
Just you need to leave them alone.
Sally's a hypocrite.
She's a hypocrite.
But
probably eating the hippo animal crackers.
What's wrong with you, Sally?
The giraffe, she's a horrible person.
She got no home training.
There's an elephant too.
She ornery.
But I like animal crackers,
Well, are you a vegetarian?
Are you a vegetarian?
I'm a vegetarian.
See, then you can eat whatever you want, except like things that are illegal, like ostrich eggs. Don't eat those. I will report
We're talking about
you.
animal crackers.
I'm just saying.
Stay on track.
Okay.
What are we?
She shouldn't eat anything
made with
that
animal
has animal
fat?
in it.
Plants are alive, so I hope you sleep well at night knowing that. Killing plants.
Well, dear the crew, every day school is getting harder and harder for me, and I'm being told it's just getting tougher as I go on in life. What do? Eric, P.S. I'm in the 7th grade. Well, Eric, you've got a lot of growing up to do.
Drop out.
Become a hobo.
Bill Gates did it. I'm just saying.
Everybody says it's going to get harder and harder. It does.
How old are you? Wait until you can test for your GED.
It's part of learning.
Then drop out.
It's just the way it's going to be. But the part about getting harder, and it means your minds get stronger, and Yeah, life is good.
Pain
Well,
is
it
weakness
depends
leaving
on-
the body.
It depends on how old Eric is. If Eric is 19 years old,
He's in the 7th
Drop
grade.
out. If you're 19 and 7th, drop. No
you
one
might
will
want
judge
to move
you.
on to other things. Eric.
Yeah.
No one will judge you if you're 19 in the 7th grade.
Or if they're
Drop out.
not, they've been judging you.
You might as well just drop out and get a GED. It's never too late to go back.
Eric's roughly got about 5 years left of school. If he's,
Hopefully,
if
he's over the
if
correct
he's
age.
normal age and he's in the 7th grade. So get through the next 5 years. It'll get a little tough in high school.
Plus, puberty's so fun.
For who?
Get into high school.
It was
And-
sarcasm.
Who? What?
It was a sarcasm. Puberty sucks.
If he gets into high school and he has a degree he wants to go into,
Yeah.
because by the time you get to high school, there's going to be so many new advancements and all kinds of things from
Puberty
science,
is fun if the
technology.
end result is this.
You're gonna find yourself, and then you're gonna find other things in life which are worth finding.
And find activities to keep you motivated.
Yeah.
You know, it's not tough yet. Wait until you get 11th, 10th.
Hey,
11th
date a
grade.
smart girl so she motivates you to stay in school.
But what if she breaks his heart? Then he's going to be.
Then he'll be writing to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl broke my heart.
Save that for the next letter, and then we'll address that.
Then he becomes a vegetarian.
I know,
Doesn't
eating
know whether to eat
avocado.
animal crackers or not.
Taking IKEA picture profiles for Tinder.
Tender.
Oh my God.
Well, and
That wraps up our whole show for the
His
day.
self-driving Bobo just
I know.
goes out on
But
him.
if he's in 7th grade, he's got about 5-6 years left, and
Hopefully.
then about 4 to 5 years in college. So you've got about
If he
10
wants to go to
years
college.
of
And by the
schooling
time
left.
he gets to college, he won't have to worry about driving because we'll have a car that drives for him.
You don't even have to go to college
In
nowadays.
the 7th grade, he's been in school for way longer than he's supposed to be.
Hey, he can drive her to the dance though.
No. But if he's dating a 7th grader, that's kind of strange.
Okay, so yeah, we got
We got some big news.
yeah we do.
Yeah, Facebook.
Facebook.com/thecrew5.
We will have bigger news eventually. I promise.
We're up to how many likes?
I don't know. We got one today. I know that.
Yeah, we got 2. Yeah, so I mean,
329 likes.
hey, baby steps. First downs get touchdowns.
So if you at home want to find us online, Facebook.com/thecrew5, you can find all kinds of our stories. Give us ideas. What's going on with Komodo Productions?
Get involved.
Oh, recent post there. This guy right here was at the FSU game last Saturday.
Yeah,
FSU
so was
versus
this
mine.
guy. Yeah, we're just chilling out, living
that a
life.
mine?
Yeah,
That's
that
a
is
mine.
me.
Is that 169 right in the middle?
That's one. Yeah, 169. You
At
know.
the goal line there on the
I'm
east
taking a
end.
picture of Brandon, actually. I forgot to post that picture, but I will do that. But yeah, me and my boy Brandon were at the Miami versus FSU game. It was insane. It was amazing.
That was a spectacular game.
It's the best game I've been to in years. Yeah. It was so loud. Brandon and I were standing next to each other and we couldn't even hear each other.
84,000 of our closest friends.
Yeah, just chilling with the war chant echoing through Tallahassee.
And all you friends out there can like the page.
Yeah, like the page. That's what it's about.
All
Not our awesome
84,000.
lives that you wish you could be a part of, but like the page.
Yeah, and then also there's a link on there too to our streaming page. All our content, everything is streaming 24/7.
Yeah, Brandon has developed something that tells us when you're on and when you're watching, so we know.
We'll have a program guide up there soon, so you'll see what shows and stuff are on. But
Yeah.
all our content's is on the air, on the cable channels, and on the internet, streaming HD 24/7.
Here.
We hope to get it onto local cable providers in HD pretty soon.
It's coming at you soon.
But it's GCSC TV. Check it out, and you'll find our content.
Is it .edu?
I think it's .com.
Yeah, it's .com, I
Yeah.
think. It's okay. But yeah, so we love you guys, and we hope that you guys have a good night or evening or day.
Thanks to
whenever you're
John for
watching this.
stepping in for Aaron.
Thank you, John.
Well,
Thanks, John. John, it's always a pleasure to have
Much
you up
love.
I'm
here.
hoping that I'll be on here more and I'll
Yeah,
get fan
John might be
requests.
here for a while because,
I'm a popular dude. Who
he
wouldn't
is.
want me
I
on
mean, the
show?
ladies want him for
Find us
something.
on Facebook. Tell us what you think about John
Find him on
joining the
Tinder.
show.
Yeah.
Find me on Tinder.
Yeah. Once again, this has been The Crew.
Episode
Signing off.
Plus John.
Plus, you're part of the crew.
Oh.
See you next time.